It's a new way to get around Irving.
Find the bike you want to do, hit start, hold your phone near the smart lock, it'll turn yellow, it'll unlock the bike, and then you're free to ride it.
We are checking out V-Bikes and finding out how you can use them next time you're out and about.
Tens of thousands of animals that have crossed through our doors over the years that have received help and love.
The DFW Humane Society marks 50 years. We are at the charity's biggest annual fundraiser, talking history and impact.
They're not the same students that we were, and so it is exciting for them to try this.
Thousands of Irving Middle School students have new tablets. Find out about the program making it possible. Plus upgrades to airport security, a fundraiser to help homeless families, and a new attraction at Irving Mall, Sky Zone. This is City Source. A new destination for fun bounces into Irving. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up. But first, an organization that has helped thousands of pets find homes is marking its golden anniversary. The DFW Humane Society partners with the City of Irving at the Animal Care Campus, and it depends on donations for support. That's where the Black Collar Affair comes in. Of all the guests at the Four Seasons Resort in Irving on this night, we found some getting extra attention and love.
This is Benny, he's 9 months old. This is Dixie, she's about a 2-year-old shepherd mix.
Do you call Benny one of the guests of honor?
He definitely is.
They're here because this is a fundraiser for the DFW Humane Society, the Black Collar Affair.
We're hoping to raise a lot of money for a great organization.
We want to support, the local community and help these animals get adopted.
People enjoy food from Irving restaurants, bid on auction items, and share their love for animals.
You don't have to worry here about having dog hair or cat hair on your suit. I'm always apologizing for that.
Everybody's having a good time here, and at the end of the night, though, it's all about the animals.
This is Sheldon, and we got him from the Humane Society about 3 years ago.
Board member Jill Martinez says Sheldon travels with her.
He's been to Detroit, he's been to New York, he's been to Florida.
Often in this comfy pouch.
We just love this guy, and as you can tell, he's part of the family.
Along with celebrating those happy unions, the DFW Humane Society is also marking a milestone anniversary.
50 years, I mean, think about that, 50 years.
It's a beautiful thing to have been in business for that long and to help animals for 50 years.
It started as the Irving Humane Society and operated for many years in a converted dance school on Irving Boulevard. It worked for a while, but the years began to take a toll on the building.
Big dog area. You're not inclined when you live in a place like this to invite people over to your house.
The Humane Society's executive director says the biggest chapter in the charity's 50-year history is the construction of the Irving Animal Care Campus, and when DFW Humane moved in.
We are much better capable of caring for the animals in what they deserve, in the environment that they deserve, rather than what we had.
The DFW Humane Society formed a partnership with Irving Animal Services, a rarity between a city and a nonprofit.
We were able to build a new facility and do the partnership, and it's worked out really great. It's just been amazing to see it evolve and how great it's worked out, and what a good job they do.
We've got folks coming from all over the U.S. checking out how we make it work, and we get a lot of our cats and dogs from the Animal Services side.
Over those 50 years, no one knows just how many thousands of animals have found homes through DFW Humane. Instead, the staff and volunteers focus on the daily impact.
Every day is a new challenge. Every day we have animals coming in, and every day we try and make a difference in that one animal's life and really trying to find the perfect home for that one animal.
That includes animals with special medical needs. Benny and Dixie you saw earlier are among them. This event also raises money for the Guardian Angel Fund.
Guardian Angel has just been one case after another in the last month. I don't even want to think about how much money we've spent. We have a little puppy at the veterinarian right now, and he called me last night and said it was $2,500. And the dog has 2 broken legs. And it's just a baby. and it deserves a chance. So we'll just have to come up with the money somehow.
And they are raising some of that money here as they have fun, mark 50 years, and celebrate the difference pets can make in people's lives.
Shelter dogs are very adoptable. They like to go out, they see people.
They like parties.
Absolutely.
Reasons enough to bring out party animals to help the DFW Humane Society.
We are so happy and so appreciative of all our supporters that helped us make it this far.
And there are always opportunities to make a difference. One way is by donating to the DFW Humane Society's Guardian Angel Fund you heard me talking about. Learn about the current cases at dfwhumane.com and see some of the animals available for adoption a bit later in our Pets of the Week. You may notice something new along the Campion Trail. New V-bikes are now available for rent. We heard from the people involved about how they can be used to get around the city.
Today we're going to start a program with V-bikes where they're going to place bikes along the Campion Trail in the south part of town and the north part of town. We have 2 stations in South Irving and then 3 stations that'll be along the North Campion Trail.
You download the app, you open the app. As you can see on the app here, it shows you where the bikes are. We're all standing right here. So it shows you 5 bikes. Find the bike you want to do, hit start, hold your phone near the smart lock, it'll turn yellow. It'll unlock the bike, and then you're free to ride it.
So we're happy and we're looking to this excellent project, doing cooperation with the city and providing excellent customer service to the community.
Well, I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a concept. It's going to take probably a while to work out the kinks of it.
Yeah, that was one of our concerns going in, that there might be some clutter developed from this, but that was part of the V-Bikes program that we really like. They've got staff that are on call, constantly relocating the bikes so that they're at their home stations.
You can contact us via the app as well. So you just hit the customer service button. It either gives you an email or a telephone number to give us a call.
Enjoy the ride with V-Bikes. Get the word out there. We're growing up together with you, and we're looking forward to cooperating with all of you.
And here are the locations where the bikes can be found. Twin Wells Park, Mountain Creek Preserve, Plaza Victoria Park, which is in La Villita, Birds Fort Trail Park, and Sam Houston Trail Park. The V-Bikes app can be downloaded from your favorite app store. Apps and other technology solutions are becoming an increasing part of all of our lives. Now some students are applying more technology in their daily coursework in Irving ISD middle schools. It is all thanks to a big donation of iPads. We were there as the students received them and had some fun. It's a soccer game with a tech twist. These are smart soccer balls which generate data.
Right here it shows us exactly where they struck the ball. Shows the speed, 51 miles an hour.
But there is a bigger story here than improving soccer skills. Those tablets showing all of that information are now in the hands of every student here at Austin Middle School.
It is so exciting to be able to give these tablets to the students.
This is super exciting because our students, through the Digital Promise and Verizon grant, are able to take home this iPad for use at home and in the classroom.
Verizon and Digital Promise are giving 5,000 students and 490 teachers new iPads. Teams are distributing them not only here at Austin Middle School, but also Bowie, Houston, Lamar, and Crockett Middle Schools. Each school will also get a full-time technology coach.
The program is a 2-year program. Throughout the life of the program, they will have access to the internet through data packages provided by Verizon.
In all, the grant is worth $8 million. Irving is one of only a handful of districts selected for the grant.
The whole purpose of us doing this is to ensure that technology reaches communities that may or may not have an abundance of opportunities to get that technology, to make certain that these students have an opportunity to learn using technology, really with the hopes that it will impact their future.
I want to be a software engineer.
Students on Austin's tech team got to try out the iPads a bit early. They already see a lot of benefit.
Right now what we've been using most is Google Classroom. So in here our teachers transfer all our assignments.
No doubt, it is a change for everyone. The students sound eager to adapt.
I think this is just wonderful. It's just a great opportunity.
For the educators,
it was a little scary because it's a different world for us. You know, we're used to textbooks and writing and the paper, carrying notebooks around. That's not what our students are doing. Their digital literacy is on point.
We want to create more students interested in the STEM field: science, technology, engineering, and math. We want our students to envision themselves as engineers, as creators of apps, creators of new technology that we don't even have in today's society.
Our teachers have worked a lot of hours. They have been doing lots of training and studying about the different apps that are out there and finding the ones that fit their curriculum.
On this distribution day, students are having some fun. They are using mobile technology to have a robot bowl. Again, more than a game, it's a way to learn coding.
They can code what they want the robot to do. We can move it forward, we can move it back, we can adjust the speed, and we can also just change the color to whatever we want. So there's a lot of potential in the things that can do it beyond just bowling right here.
Students are building their tech confidence and having fun, all while developing skills that may better prepare them for the workforce of today and tomorrow.
We're excited to give our students the tools that they need for that.
Verizon has already made similar donations in other districts. When reps went back and surveyed the students, nearly 60% said the tablets made their science classes more interesting. The city of Irving is taking on another major road construction project as part of its Road to the Future initiative to repair and replace streets in poor condition. Nursery Road will be reconstructed from Oakdale to Hunter Farrell roads. This project will come with an added feature residents often tell the city's capital improvement team they want to see more of.
It also includes a hike and bike trail. So the hike and bike trail will start at Center Park. It'll go toward Fritz Park and then eventually go to Nursery Road and then into the Mountain Creek Preserve.
A federal Transportation Alternative Program grant will pay for most of the construction of that trail. As for the road itself, that's about a $5 million project. As they've done on many recent projects, crews will be replacing water and wastewater lines at the same time to increase efficiency.
The thing that's helped is, I think, addressing both the water and the sewer at the same time. It's such a disruption to people's lives, and we understand that, so we want to minimize that disruption if we can.
The project is still in the design phase. The capital improvement team says it will have stakeholder meetings in advance of construction getting underway. Road construction projects, economic development activity, and more are expected to be among the topics at the next town hall meeting. It's Monday, November 13th at 6:30 p.m. at Northwest Park Recreation Center. Everyone is invited. A longtime community leader has died. Arnold Martin moved to Irving in the 1960s and joined Plymouth Park Baptist Church, where he was heavily involved. Martin had a long career with Caterpillar, and he also stayed busy with many civic activities. He was a two-term chair of the Irving Chamber, served on the board of the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau, and served on the school board, as well as on the city's Planning and Zoning Commission. He was also a founding board member of the Irving Healthcare Foundation and served as president of the University Hills Homeowners Association. Arnold Martin was 84 years old. Moving on to other news now, and this may come as welcome news to many travelers who get stuck in long airport security lines. 4 automated screening lanes are now in place at DFW. We went to the airport to see how they work.
I think this new system is awesome.
Check out this checkpoint and you will see something different. Both transportation security officers
It's a good change.
and travelers
It's better in this way, and it's easier.
are experiencing new automated security screening lanes at DFW International Airport.
The main benefit of both is enhanced security and enhanced efficiency.
Here's the first difference.
So as you guys can see, we have 5 different stations here. This allows for 5 different passengers.
From a passenger perspective, we're not waiting for that one passenger who's not quite ready to get their stuff into the X-ray system. So we have a multiple divest area.
Bins move into place automatically.
Once we take one off, another one will automatically come.
Those bins are a lot bigger to accommodate carry-on bags.
On this lane, nothing goes directly on the belt.
A radio frequency ID tag helps track the bag as it moves through screening. It's first photographed, then X-rayed. If there's anything that warrants a closer look,
It automatically will get diverted into that secondary lane.
an officer can then check out that bag while other travelers get going on their way.
Really exciting for our customers. You know, a lot of times you think that getting in and out of the airport through security checkpoints can be a hassle. This really eases that.
Screening of individual passengers remains the same, but TSA officers say this new way of handling items will make a difference.
The biggest benefit for this system is the fact, honestly, that I don't have to continuously push bins back and forth. I love that. I feel like it gives me as an officer a better ability to focus more on security.
More improvements could be ahead. DFW International Airport is a TSA Innovation Task Force site, meaning future technologies will be tested here.
So it's a big deal. We don't have that many across the country, but Dallas-Fort Worth is one.
To be on their innovation list as an airport obviously will benefit our region, benefit our community.
Several ideas are in the works.
We're looking at biometrics, or maybe even get away from using your ID and use possibly fingerprints or facial recognition.
That could still be some time away. For now, Crystal Cherry is back to her daily duties.
Make sure nothing gets past you that shouldn't get past you.
An important job keeping you safe in the skies, and a job made more efficient with new technology.
It's never a dull day here.
And those new checkpoints are available at the A21 and D22 checkpoints. And just beyond security at D22, we saw this colorful wall. There is a lot of work happening behind it, and travelers will soon see the result.
And it's going to open them up into one of the most beautiful duty-free retail shops, probably in the country, if not one of the top in the world. And it's just going to be right here at this wall. Within another month, this wall will come down and you will see one of the most spectacular retail offerings of any airport here in the country.
Catch up on any airport stories you may have missed with our DFW Airport playlist at youtube.com/the City of Irving. Head to a new destination at Irving Mall and you will hear employees ask if you're ready to take flight, but it's a different experience than what you'd have at the airport. We were at the grand opening of Sky Zone.
Today we are celebrating the grand opening of Sky Zone Irving.
The first trampoline park in the city of Irving. Here you're going to have awesome, healthy fun.
Number one, a place to where you're able to forget anything that's going on in life and just go out, have some fun, physical activity.
We have trampolines, we have an obstacle course for all ages.
It's one of our main attractions here, and it's something that's unique.
3, 2, 1, go! You can play dodgeball, you can play basketball.
This right here is, of course, our Sky Slam, where you can basically act like you're in the NBA.
You can play volleyball. We have all those activities here.
And it's all about just getting out there jumping because it is a physical activity and it is a good time.
I had my daughter's birthday party here. It was an all-girls party. We took some pictures, make it memorable for her.
And you tried it too?
I sure did. And I tell you what, it's very fun. However, you gotta be in some shape because it's a lot of cardio, it's a lot of jumping around.
It's a fun workout. You don't get bored, you can be jumping for 30 to 40 minutes and you burn 800 calories, 1,000 calories. Adults love it.
I've had a person as old as 83 coming in and jump. And so it runs the gamut with age. And we found a spot, came out here, looked at it, and said this is where it needs to be. Irving has been a long thing I've been wanting to do for a long time.
We're really excited to be here, and our hope is that people will see this place as the place to be.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant to try it out on camera, but I kind of want to. It does look like a lot of fun. Sky Zone is on the second floor of the mall, across from Fitness Connection. It's 24,000 square feet, so it's a big space. The state's new law prohibiting texting while driving will be among the updated topics covered at this year's AAA Texas Teen Driver Safety Fair. As you see in this video from past years, the event always features a number of interactive exhibits on important topics such as distracted driving, driving under the influence, and more. The goal is to get young people to develop safe driving habits. This year's Teen Driver Safety Fair is Saturday, November 4th, starting at 1 p.m. at Lively Point Youth Center, and it is free. Irving's Heritage House will be open for free tours on Sunday, November 5th at 3 and 4 p.m. The home was built in 1912 and provides a glimpse at how one of Irving's earliest families lived. Visitors on this date will also receive a free copy of the book From Rails to Wings, which chronicles much of Irving's history. The Heritage House is located at 303 South O'Connor Road. What bad weather took away, volunteers stepped in to restore. They planted trees at Sam Houston Trail Park. City Source reporter Susan Kamyab has that story.
It's an early morning dig for the Irving Parks Department and UPS volunteers at the Sam Houston Trail Park.
Very nice day to be outside planting trees and getting all dirty.
We're excited to be here.
We have to be careful not to damage the root ball too much.
The volunteers get lessons before they go to work planting 42 trees in hopes of recovering previous flood damage from this park.
2 years back, it was a storm, and that storm damaged a lot of trees. And we removed those trees because they became to be a danger for the citizens to walk this park.
Well, we've lost a lot of trees and storm damage, and this is a great opportunity to replace the trees that we've lost.
Today we're working with volunteers from UPS to plant native trees along our riverway here in Irving.
We're very interested in environmental sustainability issues. In fact, UPS committed several years ago to help plant 1 million trees here on our planet. This project aligned beautifully with our desires to do that.
We're doing that with a grant that was provided by Keep America Beautiful and the UPS Foundation.
This is the 4th year that UPS has donated money for trees in Irving.
$5,000 a year, that's $20,000 over 4 years. I am a proud retiree of UPS after 29 years. I support this completely. I'm glad that UPS is supporting the city of Irving by giving a $5,000 donation every year.
Irving City Councilman Alan Meager, who retired from UPS, stopped by to thank people involved.
I'd like to thank our Parks Department for being out here today to help with the tree planting, and UPS.
I'm always amazed at the community on how they turn out to improve the quality of life in the city.
By planting these trees, volunteers are not only restoring beauty to this park, they are also helping the environment.
Add shade, beauty, and wildlife to the trail system as well.
I take a lot of personal pride in getting out here with my fellow citizens to do projects that improve quality of life in the communities where we all live and work.
Keep Irving Beautiful encourages more people to volunteer and make a difference in the community. Susan Kamyab for City Source.
More news now. Planning is underway for the city's holiday extravaganza on December 2nd. For people and groups interested in participating in the parade, this is the time to sign up. The theme this year is Christmas movies and soundtracks. Applications are available on the city website at cityofirving.org/holiday-parade-app. Those applications are due on November 25th. Family Promise of Irving held its annual fundraiser called Steps and Strides. City Source reporter Susan Kamyab talked with some of the participants.
3, 2, 1, go! All right, they're off.
These runners are taking steps towards helping families in need at the 6th annual Steps and Strides 5K and 1 mile fun run.
We've been working on this race since last October. We're a collaborative effort, community, churches, corporations, individuals. The school district is here. It's just a very exciting event.
So they bring people from all the churches in Irving to come and have a good time, but also to raise funds for Family Promise.
The morning begins with a leisure 1 mile fun run, followed by a slightly more competitive 5K. It's particularly special for the Lindenmood family, who have been keeping the tradition of walking in this event alive for quite some time.
This is my grandmother, her children, great-grandchildren. I'm grandchild, so there's 4 generations right here. How was the walk? It was good.
It was good. It was easy. It was pretty good. Going down the hill and the back up's the hardest part.
Yeah, coming back up the hill's pretty strenuous.
Though it's a time for camaraderie and exercise, the runners are ultimately here to support Family Promise of Irving.
What we do is shelter families with children that are in a crisis, in a homeless situation. There's 874 students in the ISD that are listed as homeless, so it's about the children.
It provides support for them, job training, financial training, so that they can move out of their homelessness into their own self-sufficiency.
Family Promise partners with local churches to provide help.
They can come live in our place for a week, and we can host and show them some hospitality and help them in their ultimate goals.
It's people of faith putting their faith in action. We don't try to tell people what to believe or how they believe, but we just put our faith in action.
The Steps and Stride 5K and 1 mile fun run gives the community an opportunity to help Family Promise in its mission to aid homeless families, all while having a good time.
Come out next year and join us. It's a lot of fun.
Susan Kamyab for City Source.
All right, and with that, it's time for our Pets of the Week. Here's JP Zavala at the Animal Care Campus.
We're at the Animal Care campus with Michael Whiteside. And Michael, who's this friendly guy?
This little guy here, he's a little timid, but his name is Chivo, which I just learned this week is Spanish for goat. I'm not sure how they came up with that name, but he's about a year old, a Chihuahua mix. He is getting a little bit of treatment right now for some hair loss, but that should be done by the end of the week. But he's a super sweet guy, and he's kind of definitely a lap dog. So if you're looking for a dog that just wants to crawl up in your lap and hang out, Chivo is going to be the guy for you, for sure.
Awesome, Chivo. So you said it means a goat in Spanish. I guess Chivo sounds kind of cool. I mean, in English.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is a neat name. I would have never guessed. I just happened to look it up just to see. I mean, you can't tell now, but he has really long legs and a long body, so it could be maybe that's where it came from. But he's just a really sweet guy. He's a little nervous. He was an owner surrender, so he's been in a home before. So he's just a little nervous in the shelter environment, but he's going to be a perfect little guy, especially, like I said, if you want a lap dog and want somebody that's going to just hang out with you quite often, this will be the one for you.
All right, Michael, and this little guy, who's this?
This is Galaxy. He is a really special pet around here. We rescued him from another city. He was found as a stray. And it turns out that he had 2 broken legs. Both of his back legs were broken. The left leg had a tibial break and the right had a femoral break. But he's gotten surgery, and that costs about $2,500. So he is currently listed on our Guardian Angel page. You know, if anybody wants to help donate to his cause, that would be great. He's going to be still a few more weeks of recovery, and then he'll be ready to go home.
The Guardian Angel Fund, that's a huge help for the animals at the care campus, right?
Definitely. Currently, with the 9 animals that we have listed, we still have about $8,000 in costs to cover for those treatments, which are heartworm treatments, broken legs, that kind of stuff. So every little bit helps to help cover the costs. But he has had the surgery, he is in recovery, and he's going to be a great dog for somebody.
All right, Michael, so we just met Galaxy. Yep. And speaking of space-related themes, next month we have Live Long and Prosper theme, right? Which is a big event coming up.
Exactly. November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month. And so for the month of November, all pets in the shelter that are 5 years or older will be free to adopt. It's a great time to come out and get some of these senior pets that, you don't have to worry about the training. They're just kind of ready to go home and be your pal for the rest of their life.
Awesome. And speaking of great pets, we have one right here. This is?
This is Midnight, and now he is not a senior pet. He's a puppy. He's about 8 months old. He's a lab mix, and he was surrendered to the city of Irving by his owner because they were moving and not able to take him with them. But he's a very, very handsome guy. Definitely looks like a lab. He definitely has the personality of a lab. He's really smart, but he is a puppy. Definitely has some energy, and is really going to need someone that can spend time with him to work on commands and training, and to get him that exercise that all labs need for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he's ready to just start running right now. He's ready to just jump around.
Yeah, and that's typically, every time I go to get him out of his kennel, he's ready to go. He just wants to get out and just take off because he just wants to get out and run, have a good time, and be a puppy.
All right, thank you, Michael. And back to you, Thomas.
3 good dogs there. Thanks a lot, JP. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on the screen for more adoptable animals. We have a lot of big stories planned for our next City Source. New restaurants are opening at the city-owned Toyota Music Factory. We'll take you to the ribbon cuttings. And this is what it looked like while renovations at the facility now known as the North Lake Natatorium were underway. Now they are complete. We will show you the improvements and everything that is part of the reopening celebration. Also, a while back, we showed you the construction at Drive Nation, a massive sports complex in Irving owned by NBA All-Star Jermaine O'Neal. That is also celebrating its grand opening. We will take you there. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And how about subscribing to our channel while you're there? And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more from Sky Zone at Irving Mall. Thanks to everyone who is a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.